All right, diving into something a little different for this deep dive. We're taking a look at Don't Eat Paper. It's a screenplay. Finalist at the Portland Comedy Film Festival.
Oh, cool. So, like, not a movie we can watch yet, just words on a page.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's up for Best Comedy Feature Screenplay.
Portland, right. So they're picking, like, the best screenplays out there, hoping someone will make them into movies.
Hoping, yeah. But first, got to recognize great writing and Don't Eat Paper. It's got a pretty wild premise. Ready for this?
Hit me with it.
Okay. So we've got Roy. He is totally head over heels for his therapist, Joanne.
Oh, boy. That's a recipe for some complications right there.
It is. Big time. See, Joanne, she's trying to set those professional boundaries, but it kind of backfires. Roy ends up deceased.
Whoa. Okay. Didn't see that coming.
And here's where it gets really interesting. Roy becomes a ghost, a persistent one at that. He's not quite ready to give up those therapy sessions.
So it's a comedy ghost story.
You could say that. Joanne ends up going on this whole road trip. She kind of falls into this role of, like, therapist for the dead. It's quirky, it's heartwarming, and it raises some interesting questions about grief, loss, moving on.
I bet. And I'm guessing the humor comes from, like, how they navigate this whole bizarre situation.
Exactly. The screenplay doesn't shy away from the awkwardness, the absurdity of it all, but it also has this really touching undercurrent about connection and second chances.
I like that. Finding the humor in those, like, unexpected places. It's almost like life, isn't it? Throws you curveballs, but you got to find a way to laugh sometimes.
Speaking of finding the humor, I thought the writer, Julius John Galacki, had some really insightful things to say in his statement about the role of comedy, especially now. He talks about this need for laughter in a world that often feels pretty heavy. Pandemics, political turmoil.
You said it. It's like everywhere you turn, there's something else to be stressed about.
Right. And Galacki, he wants to offer people a break from that, a chance to laugh, even if it's just for a little while.
It's so important, though, right? To be able to step back, find the humor in things. It can be really cathartic. Helps you cope.
Absolutely. Reminds me of that quote by Victor Bourget. Laughter is the shortest distance between two people. Even if one of those people is.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly among the living anymore.
Exactly.
There's this one line in the screenplay that really stuck with me. Roy, the ghost, says, "If we don't live in the moment today, then tomorrow we will live chained forever."
Wow. That's heavy. But also so true in a way. We get so caught up in our past mistakes, our worries about the future, that we forget to actually live in the now.
Right. And it makes you think, maybe that's part of what's keeping Roy tethered to this world. He's stuck in this loop, unable to move on.
It's like he's saying, don't make the same mistake I did.
So we've got this intriguing premise, these deeper themes about life, death, and the importance of the present moment. But what did the people who actually read the screenplay, the judges, think about all of this?
Well, they were definitely impressed. They loved the whole therapist for the dead concept, called it unexpected and intriguing.
Sounds promising.
Yeah. They also praised Galacki's writing, said it was vivid and visually engaging, which, for a screenplay, that's huge. You want the reader to be able to see the story unfolding in their mind's eye.
Totally. Like, you're not just reading the words, you're experiencing the story.
Exactly. And they specifically highlighted the relationship between Roy and Joanne. They found it both humorous and heartwarming. So it sounds like Galacki really nailed that balance between the comedy and the drama.
Which isn't easy, especially when you're dealing with such, potentially heavy subject matter.
Right. It would be easy to tip too far in one direction or the other, but it sounds like Don't Eat Paper finds that sweet spot.
Did the judges have any, criticisms? Areas where they thought the screenplay could be improved?
Let me see. They did have one observation about the pacing. They felt like it leaned a bit more towards dramedy than a straight-up comedy.
Which, makes sense given the themes, right?
Totally. And those lines between genres are getting blurrier these days. A lot of the best movies and TV shows out there, they blend elements of comedy and drama, even thriller sometimes. Think about something like Get Out.
Oh, yeah. Starts out feeling like one thing, then bam.
Yeah.
Takes you on a whole different ride.
Right. And that's part of what makes it so compelling, keeps you guessing. Don't Eat Paper might be doing something similar. Using humor to draw you in, then hitting you with those deeper, more emotional moments?
So the judges, overall, they see potential in this screenplay.
Definitely. They think it could make a really unique and entertaining film. They even went so far as to say it has Hollywood potential.
Wow. So who knows? Maybe we'll be seeing Don't Eat Paper at the movie theater someday.
Yeah.
And if we do, you'll be able to say you heard it here first.
Are you submitting your creative work to film festivals? There are small details that could potentially be the difference between getting selected or rejected on the film festival circuit. Hi, this is Michael Fair, and I've been a film festival director for more than 15 years. I've reviewed thousands of submissions. Would you like me to show you how to present your work in a way that every film festival director loves to see? You wouldn't believe how many submissions have incomplete information that negatively affects your chances of getting selected. Avoid common, costly mistakes that other filmmakers and screenwriters are making every day. Before you spend another dollar on submission fees, you should purchase the Film Festival Submitter's Handbook, now available on Amazon in paperback, ebook, and Kindle formats. Click on the link in the description of this video and order a couple of books today, one for yourself and another for a friend who is ready to start their film festival submissions journey. Thank you.